Hi, I'm in a phone booth in a WeWork. Today's the 8th anniversary of my starting this YouTube channel, and I wanted to make a video today not because I feel I need to, but because I woke up this morning and saw the recurring calendar notification that I have set for this day, like a big nerd, and I felt that same charge of excitement that I've always felt about making videos. Maybe it was nostalgia, maybe it was genuine creativity. I don't know. March, in a lot of ways, makes me feel very good. My birthday's in there, sometimes it starts to get warmer, but March 7th also makes me feel very good in its own specific way. On March 7th, known to all as Vlogging Day, I'm sure you all have your own calendar reminders set, I start to get that feeling of like the promise of a coming spring. Like, you know, when you step outside and you feel that first wisp of warm air, and you're like, oh, you know, like kind of taken aback, but it's also like really exciting. Maybe it's just because my birthday's coming and I really love my birthday. I haven't made a lot of videos lately, and that's actually really interesting. It makes it really interesting to consider the arc of this channel as a whole. I started this channel, then called Vlogging, in its purest form as a way to just put stuff out into the world. This was a time when it was common for YouTube folks to have a main channel and then other side channels for like vlogging or other topics or what have you, which is a really interesting thing to think about in and of itself. This like fear of almost contaminating your main channel with like all this other chaff that you just kind of crank out, or like the real fear of like not wanting to spam people's subscription boxes and like kind of manage how much you put out, not wanting to scare or annoy people away. And so I had my main channel, and only the best stuff would go there. Only the biggest, most time-consuming projects would go there. But then of course that's immediately paralyzing because you've set a limiter for yourself without actually defining what the threshold is for what is good enough to make it onto the main channel. This whole thing is ridiculous. But meanwhile, of course, you still just want to make things. Making things feels good. So the second channel, Vlogging, was born so that I could vlog about any old thing, randomly, constantly, just throw stuff out there. And then slowly, of course, what happened is that Vlogging became my main channel because that's where I ended up spending all my time and energy. And that's the first part of the arc, is that subconscious creative shift to this constant sort of low rolling boil of stuff. Just in case. In the channel's second year, in 2012, you see me trying to vlog every single day for an entire year, and I damn near do it. I think I only missed a handful of days, like a dozen or less. And that was actually a really smart exercise to engage in right off the bat, because that's like my crash course at that point. That's just doing it every single day and finding out, you know, what works for me and what doesn't, and what directions I enjoy going and what topics I enjoy covering, and sort of starting to find style and voice. And then once I have that foundation, I see like 2013 to 2015 as just fine-tuning. That's where the real work comes in. That's where I'm like setting up formats and templates that I can call on, and I start making better visual and design choices, and I've got, you know, a better computer, a better camera, I've got the right software, I've made major life decisions moving me in the direction of making videos. Vlogging at that point is the perfect place to hone my craft, and that's what I did. And then somewhere in 2015, things start to change. I've graduated from college, so I lose that structure of school that I've had my entire life and my entire vlogging career. I don't have a job quite yet. There isn't really a job on the horizon. I've got this Patreon. I start worrying about money a lot more and about my future and my aspirations, and is the work I'm doing really representative of everything that I can do, and what's the point of having this hobby if it can't be work and can't be monetized? Which is the grossest thing you can think about yourself and your work and your time. And then I kinda come full circle. The channel will no longer be called Vloggin' Egan, it'll be called Eganworks, because it's really more of a main channel, and I should bring it more in line with my online brand. Gotta get that brand right. And slowly, over time, that imaginary threshold has come back, and I'm worried about spamming people with just any old thing. Not to mention the feeling that I've always got to top myself. That's a topic for another video entirely. And also, this whole time I've gotten more and more depressed because I'm unemployed and I don't know who I am and I don't know what I want to make or what I want to be, and then the world explodes and a real Kiki's Delivery Service situation. Chums? And then the unthinkable happens. I get a job. Also, I live in New York now, which has surprisingly little to do with any of this. And so suddenly, all this free time that I had to work on my own stuff is now very much gone. Goodbye filming in natural daylight, case in point. I now have to dedicate 8 hours of my day to this other thing, which is more like 10 hours, factoring in subway time. I guess living in NYC does have something to do with this. But hey, I've got a good steady job doing video stuff in an office in NYC. It's video, it's sustaining me, going hand in hand with those thoughts that anything that can be monetized should be and should sustain your life, and also a lot of complex feelings about professional YouTube. That should be all I need to feel fulfilled. Yeah, except I don't. Of course, your day job isn't creative, it's your day job. If your day job is creative, congratulations, but of course it still does not need to be the only thing that fulfills you creatively. You don't have to feel bad about wanting to make the things you want to make. You don't have to feel bad about not wanting to make those things anymore, even if that feeling comes immediately after you start making the things. You don't have to give up on things you really like for any reason, and you don't have to care about what other people want from your creativity. If they're supporting you on Patreon, you should probably care a little bit. But they're there because they like what you do, so just do it. And so that's where I've landed, pretty much, on the other end of 2018 here. I'm sorry for not making things. No one's been complaining, I just feel bad. I promise you it's not for lack of ideas. Those just keep building up. I've got plenty of them written down right here. It's just time. And so that's the theme that I'm setting out to tackle in 2019. Frankenstein Teen Become the Monster is the year that I take a look at the way that I structure my life and start making more time for myself and the creative work that I want to do. It's not going to be easy, but it's something that I need to reckon with as I become the monster and transition into this strange adult life. Hey, this was fun. Thank you so much for watching. Not just this video, but you know. And to the people who still support me on Patreon. Holy shit. Thank you. I love you. If all goes well, you'll see me again real soon. I'm working on it.